Nickelodeon Turtles a chance, and I am pleasantly surprised.
I'm currently midway through Season 2, and I am loving every minute of it. So without further ado, here are my top 10 episodes of Season 1 of Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
First, I'd like to give an honorable mention to Baxter's Gambit. I loved Baxter's Maze of Doom, and it was cool seeing April O'Neil get her own weapon. Number 10, The Gauntlet. In this episode, April receives a warning from Pigeon Pete that a mutagen bomb will be going off in the city. The Turtles and April follow this pigeon to the Krang's base. An epic battle then ensues between the Turtles, Bradford, Zebra, and the Shredder. Shredder ends up beating up the Turtles badly, but the Turtles escape. This episode ends up with the birth of Dog Pound and Fish Face. This episode sets the tone for what is to come between the Turtles and the Shredder. Number 9, Karai's Vendetta. In this episode, we learn that the Krang are really interested in April. We learn exactly why when April gets splashed by mutagen and is unharmed. The Turtles go towards an underground water Krang base when they are attacked by a sea serpent from Dimension X. The real awesomeness in this episode is the chase scenes between Karai and April. April ends up getting the best of Karai and successfully escapes. This episode really showcased that even though April is a young girl, she is just as skilled as the 2003 April. Number 8, Operation Breakout. April Tello is in full effect in this one. Donnie ends up going rogue to impress April by rescuing her father, but he ends up unleashing the Beast, the one and only Neutralizer. At this point in the series, this was the first nickname given to an enemy by someone other than Mikey. It was Donnie. After a crazy battle between the Neutralizer and the Turtles, the boys end up escaping with April's father, but something just isn't right. Number 7, Enemy of My Enemy. How awesome does an alliance between Karai and the Turtles sound? I mean, she is good at heart, and plenty of fans have loved Karai and Leo's relationship over the years. She ends up stealing a missile launcher from the Shredder for the Turtles as an act of trust, but the Turtles couldn't resist attacking the Shredder. This episode also was the debut of Steranko, who was a character that I really liked. Some really solid Foot Clan story in this episode. Number 6. New Friend, Old Enemy. This episode really embraced the fact that this series came out in the year 2012. I loved how the creators put Bradford, being Shredder's right-hand man, in a sort of knockoff Shredder outfit. It resembled the 1984 Shredder a lot. Chris Bradford is just an awesome character. I mean, he looks like Chuck Norris. Chris and Zebra end up trapping Mikey, but the Turtles get the last laugh, sending them down the sewer. Remember, always be careful about who you meet on the internet. Number 5, New Girl in Town. This episode starts off with some classic Raphael versus Leonardo bickering. This leads to Leonardo putting Raphael in charge. When Leo goes off solo, he is greeted by some Foot Clan bots, along with a mysterious new character, Karai. She ends up throwing blinding powder at him, making him look high on life in the next few scenes. This episode shows some of the beginnings of Leonardo and Karai's strange love-hate relationship. They are certainly more lovey and less hatey in this show compared to the 2003 version. Oh yeah, Snakeweed is the main villain of this episode, but who cares? Karai makes her debut, and that is enough to put this episode on the list. Number 4, Turtle Temper. Judging by the title of this one, I'm sure any Turtle fan can guess who the main turtle will be in this episode. Pre-mutated Spider Bites, aka Vic, gets a picture of the Turtles while they are fighting the Krang. The Turtles end up breaking the phone and all evidence of their existence. I think Raph might just be my favorite turtle in the 2012 series, so this episode is great to watch. Splinter gives an awesome backstory about Tang Shen in this episode too. Number 3, Parasitica. Wow, this episode actually had me doubting the Turtles. Usually no matter what the situation is, I always know that the turtles will end up being okay. But with Mikey being the last healthy turtle, after his brothers all got infected by a wasp sting, I really thought that it had to be Mikey's nightmare. But this episode was the real deal, with Mikey saving the day twice. He first was able to save himself and his brothers by injecting them all with a special antidote. Then, when more wasps are born, he ends up exploding them all with a Shellraiser missile. Mikey can be a little bit annoying in this series, but in this episode, it all works perfectly. Number 2, Rise of the Turtles, Parts 1 and 2. The first episode of the entire series, it was finally here. I remember being so excited for this debut for months. From the voice actor cast reveal to the release of the opening theme song, I was ready for this show. But it turned out that I had a baseball tournament the day of the series premiere, so I couldn't watch it until the next day. This episode had so many things: the Turtles' origin story, Leo being named a leader, the Turtles going topside for the first time, and the first mutation of the series. The Turtles made the news, with a throwing star with Splinter's symbol on it being shown. The Shredder sees this and says the Foot must relocate to New York, and the saga begins. Number 1, The Showdown, Parts 1 and 2. Number 2 was the season premiere, and number 1 is the season finale. The episode opens up with the debut of the Krang's leader, Prime Krang. With a debut like that starting off the show, you know it's going to be epic. The fight between Splinter, Fishface, and Dog Pound was amazing, but then there was the battle between Splinter and the Shredder. Wow, what an amazing fight. And those first-person view angles with Splinter were great. An epic ending with the Turtles with plenty of drama. The Turtles ended up saving April and sinking the Technodrome, and basically saving the whole world. But of course, the Technodrome and the Krang are not going away that easy. Thanks for watching, everybody, and subscribe for Season 2's list.